you're staying safe in these turbulent times. It's the 27th of September. It's 8 p.m. here in the UK. Temperature is 9 degrees and partly cloudy. Autumn is fast approaching us. Trust you've had a good week, all of you, and welcome to all our new members tuning in tonight, old and new. A warm welcome to you all. Well, what's been happening in the crypto world this week? Well, overall, BTC has been fairly static this week. We're currently showing BTC around about the 10,700 US dollars, which hasn't really moved up and down. Everyone is looking to take positions at the moment for the longer term. My screen at this point in time is showing a rather red picture. We've got Ethereum at 352 at the moment, LTC Litecoin at 45, Digibytes at 24, which is a bit low. I might be having a look at that myself at the moment, because that's a little on the low side for Dogecoin. I'll be having a look at that one. So what's been going on in the wider picture? Well, the general overview is that things are generally picking up in crypto, and if we look at the major ones, we can see the peak that we had back in the summer. Things have now leveled out a bit. And we are probably going to be entering a bullish market soon, but there are a lot of world concerns out there, so everybody is holding on to their hard currency quite actively at the moment, and it's taken a lot to prize it out of them. In terms of MoneyByte, what's been going on with MoneyByte? Well, we tried to break the 500 sats twice this week, which is a good move. And in the short-term chart, as you can see, we are generally bucking the trends, and we are gradually moving up, which is good news. So we may try to break the 500 again this week. Who knows? I've taken a lot of investments on the platform this week, which is a good positive sign. People moving it around, switching it around, and taking advantage of the current payouts which are on offer. Virtually all the payouts are done. It's been a good week. Some to mention are Luxcoin, for example, paid out twice as much as normal this week. It was an excellent result. Paid out 54 Lux coins, which was a very good result. The only one that we're having troubles with at the moment is the Xeon. We're just trying to sync the wallet up back on that. But apart from that, all the other payments have done. Please have a look always at the pooled hedge to see where you can get the best returns on your MoneyByte. Whilst the MoneyByte masternodes pay approximately 12%, some of the other ones you can have higher returns, have that passive income, reinvest it, and benefit from that compound growth. I just mentioned Lux just now. Well, there's one to keep your eye on, Luxcoin, because they're still becoming very close to launching their RX2 algorithm change. That is in the offing. And also they've just re-embarked on some rebranding. So obviously they're expecting bigger things to come if they're starting to reinvest in rebranding themselves in a new fresh way. So one to carefully watch week by week, and you wouldn't want to miss out on that one. Okay, right. This week we are launching on our pooled masternodes. Hedge is Trump coin, and with that, I'd like to bring Jimmy, the other admin member here, onto the mic to explain a little bit about Trump coin. Jimmy, are you there, please?
Yeah, good evening, Pete. Yeah, I can do a small talk about the Trump coin. As you know, we have some serious coins on the hedged pools platform investing thing. We have a lot of serious projects. We also have some fun coins around. 2 weeks ago we launched Beacon coin. Serious people behind it, but it's just a hobby coin just for hobby. But there are also coins that are really launched for fun, and one of them is the Trump coin. It's just a coin launched for fun, nothing more, nothing less. The Trump coin can be bought on Livecoin, on Jobit, on South Exchange, and on the Vindex exchange. It has a large trading volume, a mid-large trading volume for small coins. For example, today it had almost $1,000 trading volume. They have since 1 year 1,300% up. So that's not bad. It's just a fun coin, but do your advances with it. We are running a node for it. Hopefully soon the pool will be opened. At the moment it is not opened on our website, but Paul will open it as soon as possible, and then you can invest your MoneyByte coins for this pool also. As Pete mentioned, the pools from the past weeks are running smoothly. No problems, everything's running good. All the pools are having some problems with payouts, but will be solved also. And having talked about the new pool edit, we have to talk about some new thing also, and that is the Know Your Team. Do you remind it, Pete? We mentioned it past week.
Yes, you did, Jimmy. You were saying that rather than KYD, it's important you know that who your team members are and who you're communicating with on a regular basis. And I'd like to announce the first person of the years to be interviewed is me.
Yeah.
So, Jimmy, if you'd like to fire away with your questions, I will be as open and as frank as possible with you.
Yeah, so we want to have a Know Your Team. We want to interview the team members of MoneyByte, so you, the listeners, can hear who it is you are listening to and who is working on the MoneyByte project. Also, if you listen this back, we are recording this live podcast, and you can listen it and also view it back on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, where all our recorded podcasts are online from every week for the past half year. All the podcasts are online. So this one you can view back also, and you can see the picture of the one I am interviewing. And this today it is Pete Newland. So I have to ask, what is your name? It's Pete Newland.
But yes, my name is Pete Newland.
Pete Newland.
Peter Newland. Yes.
Pete, how do we know you on Discord? Because Discord is the place where our community is online, where the team is online, where we are communicating with each other. So it's important so people can find us on Discord. Pete, how can people know you on Discord?
Okay, you can see me because I'm one of the purple ones up in the top corner. My nickname and my handle is Herky, which is short for Hercules. You know, that muscular figure from the cartoons? Unfortunately, it's one of those ironic nicknames. I'm not rather muscular, but that name has stuck with me for the last probably getting on for 20 years now.
Okay, and Pete, we are separated around the world. We are not all in one place. So the people are wondering, where do you live? Which country do you live?
Okay, I'm based in the United Kingdom, as you could probably gather from my weekly weather reports that I give when we start up. And I am near the Cotswolds in England, which is a very picturesque area of England.
Pete, of course, we are volunteering on MoneyByte. We all want to work for it. We want to make MoneyByte something great. But all the team members do have jobs in real life. What is your real life job?
Okay, right. My current job, which I've been doing for the last 8 to 10 years, is I run a builder's merchant. I deal with the day-to-day administration, accounting, the accounts forecasts, and the overall stock control as to looking at market trends, what's popular, what's not, and ensuring that what is needed at the time is currently in stock and bought at the best prices. Prior to that, Jimmy, I was an investments broker in the City of London. I did that for 20 years up until 2009. I was regulated by what was then the Financial Services Authority, now known as the Financial Conduct Authority. Working in the city there, dealing with most of the high street banks on a day-to-day basis, managing individuals' portfolios of money, ensuring that they were getting the best returns and bringing to them the latest market news, very similar to what I do here. Yes, I did that for over 20 years. But felt a career change about just over 10 years ago now, when I established as builder's merchant. So that's a bit about my past over the last 20 years.
Okay, so that's good to know. That's your real life, your name, where do you live, what do you do? People know who we are, but it is also good to know what is your history in crypto. How did you got in contact with crypto? Just not MoneyByte alone, but crypto in general.
Okay, well, it was probably back in 2018 on the last bull run, because I was still interested in and managed portfolios of shares. I saw more and more people talking about this crypto, so I got into that and I started mining, and it was fun. And I hadn't realized how much electricity it would cost, but I started mining and started building my rigs with my 1050s and my 1060 cards, and I bought up and I managed to get a nice portfolio together. Obviously, when we're all starting out, we look for opportunities and coins, and I came across a coin called Bitcoin Monster, which had just been launched, and it seemed like it had a very active community and something that I would be interested in. And ever since, I have been following what was Bitcoin Monster, now MoneyByte.
Oh, that was my next question. How did you enter MoneyByte? So fairly answered. Pete, you got into MoneyByte through Bitcoin Monster. Can you explain what your what is your role in the team? What is your role indeed?
What my role as it was in Bitcoin Monster, Jimmy?
And now MoneyByte.
Okay, so within Bitcoin Monster, I was a supporter and then a moderator, and then from there I established some good bonds with other team members, and we exchanged views on crypto and different coins and different projects, and it was a real positive community, and I learned an awful lot, because it is a big step to go from real world to crypto. But yes, I found some safe hands, and I found some good advice from people. And then when the opportunity came up to turn a Bitcoin Monster into MoneyByte, obviously I met my good friend here, Jimmy, and we decided to move the project forward and take it over and move forward with MoneyByte, and I haven't looked back since.
Oh, Bitcoin Monster indeed, and people could hear it in your answer. We are the lead of MoneyByte, hence why we are also the first one being interviewed for this Know Your Team. So I guess next week I will be interviewed, and within the coming weeks, each week one of the team members will be interviewed. Just these simple questions, so you can learn who the people are. You can hear they are real, we are real, and you can trust the team. So we are not doing Know Your Developers and that kind of things. We are doing our own Know Your Team. With the kickoff from Pete. Said that, done that. Pete, over to you for the next thing in the podcast.
That's great. Thanks for Jimmy, and thank you for not putting me too much on the spot. Thank you. Right, okay. So, in order to progress and grow the MoneyByte project, marketing is a key point of what we're doing. And Tammy's been busy this week with the marketing side. Tammy, what have you got to report for us, please? Oh no, it looks like Tammy's contact has just gone off. Well, with that, we'll possibly come back to Tammy shortly. So with that, there's been some developments that Paul's been working hard on and would like to bring to the forefront. Paul, if you're around, would you like to tell us what's been going on at your end, please?
I can hear Tammy if she wants to go first. Go ahead, Tammy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm out, so I didn't know what happened to my phone. I'm sorry.
No worries. Back to Tammy then for a marketing update.
Okay. Everyone needs to follow Instagram and Twitter, and that would help MoneyByte also out to grow and expand. Because the more people that follow, and the bigger we get. And also, there's a video that's fixing to come out that explains how to win in the contest, the MoneyByte. It explains in detail how to enter it and win, or possibly win. And I think that's pretty much it. But everybody needs to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. That way, the bigger we get on that, the more interesting it's going to be to people. They'll be checking it out.
Yeah, most definitely. I've seen a lot of tweets going out over the last week to 10 days. So hopefully the MoneyByte word is spreading and we can all benefit from that. Let's call it self-promotion of ourselves. We all have a vested interest. We all hold MoneyByte or have a keen interest in it. So we all want it to succeed. We've all got to put a little bit of effort in order that we can all benefit from the greater rewards. Tammy, thank you very much for that update. And with that, let's go back to Paul. Paul, are you with us again, please?
Yeah, I'm here, but I lost my train of thought. What was I supposed to discuss?
You were gonna. I understand you were going to talk about the mining.
Oh yeah, the mining. As of right now, I'm setting up AMD rigs, RX 580s. Should have about 16, 18 GPUs running. I'm going to be testing them for the week, and then they will be able to be rented. Seems like people are. I got to shut that off. The notification. Hold on a sec. So most of the rigs have been rented for a weekly basis. That's why I shut that off.
So what can you mine with these AMDs, Paul?
Say again?
What can you mine with these AMDs? What are they good at?
Well, I'm more of an NVIDIA miner, so I'm kind of learning. Right now, I've learned how to get them up on Ravencoin, and actually there's 9 of them running on MoneyByte on Exerti right now. So I am mining MoneyByte through Auto Exchange.
Okay.
And I don't know if I can get them up on Ethereum or not, but it's going to be a process. That's why I want to have them offline, no rental for at least a week, so I can see what I can get going with them, if they're just as good as NVIDIA, if they're worse, whatever the situation. Maybe they can mine different things. I don't know. It's a learning phase. But once I got them up and going, I'll make sure they're up on the website for people to rent. And the other thing is I've updated all the drivers and BIOS and clocks and everything on all the rigs, so everything's running really smooth right now.
Great, many thanks for that, Paul. So don't forget to if you do have a coin that you do like and is mineable, Paul is your man to contact to rent those rigs. There is a link on our website in order to rent that hash power, and you can use your MoneyByte wisely to generate other coins if you so wish. Paul,
I'm also available if anybody needs help setting up their own rigs. whether it be CPU mining or NVIDIA or AMD cards, writing scripts. Somebody earlier this week asked me how to put a watch clock in so it automatically restarts their miners after 20 minutes. So there's always somebody out there that might need a hand, and I'm more than willing to help them out any way I can.
That's very kind of you. Thanks for that, Paul. And Paul did mention there briefly about the Exerti pool. Even though MoneyByte is proof of stake, we've kindly teamed up with the Exerti mining pool, where you will mine the most profitable coin, and it will be converted into MoneyByte on an auto exchange for you. So even though we are POS, you can view it as a POW, because you can receive MoneyByte by mining via the auto exchange. Right, okay, so if there are any questions, please post them on the board in front of us. But finally, I'd just like to say thank you very much for all your support over the week. We have had an awful lot of investments come onto the platform, so if you do like to keep your percentages up on the pooled masternodes, please check that they are that you're staying ahead of the game, as it would be. The supply on GraviX is still fairly tight. There's about 25,000 available on there, and overall we're generally pleased with the supply. It does bob up and down, but we're happy with the current supply. Hopefully later on this week we may well test the 500 sats again. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Well, with that, unless any of the other team wish to interact with and bring something forward to the table, I will wish you all a very good evening. Stay safe in these troubled times, and look forward to catching up with you all next week. Thanks for listening.